And now we are going to have the exciting conclusion of the Math Counts 2021 chapter competition target round. We're going with 7 and 8. Here we go. All right, if C is the temperature in degrees Celsius, the temperature in degrees Fahrenheit is given by the formula F is equal to 9/5 C plus 32. On a cold winter day, in degrees Fahrenheit is the additive inverse of the temperature in degrees. So that means essentially it's the opposite number. Well, what does that mean? That means that F is equal to negative C. What is the temperature in degrees in Celsius? Express your answer as a as a decimal rounded to nearest tenth. Well, if F is equal to negative C instead of F, what can I write? Negative C. That's right, negative C. So we have negative C is equal to 9/5 C plus 32. All right, so then let's subtract 9/5 C from both sides. So I will end up with, that's embarrassing. So 5 plus 9 is 14, so that's negative 14/5 C is equal to 32. So now I'm just going to go ahead. Come on, you can do it. There we go. All right. So we're going to divide 32 by negative 14/5. The opposite, and that's the same thing as multiplying by 5 over 14, negative obviously. So we have 5 times 32 is equal to 160 divided by my 14. So we get C is equal to negative, because remember, we multiplied this by negative 5 over 14. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. All right, and so we get negative 11.4 degrees rounded to the nearest. All right, again, if you have a short, quick arithmetic problem, you're probably looking at a longer-winded problem for the second one. All right, how many ways are there to color a 4x4 grid shown so that each square unit is red, blue, green, or yellow? And so that each square unit is the same color as exactly 2 of the unit squares that are shared that share a side with it. Now be careful here. It doesn't say you have to use all of the colors. You have to use at least 2, but you don't have to use all 4. So here's what I'm going to do, just for funsies. I'm going to take a picture of this really quickly so that I can make more of them just in case I need it. Well, I know I'm going to need multiple of these squares because I can use 4, I can use 2, I can probably use 3 colors too. So I'm just going to shrink it a little bit more. All right, so here we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the situation where I'm using 4 colors. So we want a 4-color combination. So in that situation, I could have red, 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 red. Watch out, I'm going to burn your eyes on this one. Yellow, 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 yellow. I think we have a green. Yeah, we do. Green, 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 and then blue, 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 blue. This satisfies the situation. So the question becomes, how many different ways can I rotate these colors to get a different colored in square? Well, in this scenario, I can have 4 different options here, which would mean I would only have 3 different options here, 2 different options here, 1 different option here. Get the idea. 4 times 3 times 2 is 24. So that means for my 4-color option, I can have 24 options total. All right, now there's no other way to do this with 4 different colors, folks. So now it's time to bring out another one of these. And let's look at a 3-color option. So in a 3-color option, how can I do this? Well, I can go like this. One option is I can go red, 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 which would mean I only am using two other colors. I can go green, 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 green. I'll spare your eyes and go blue, 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 blue. All right, so this is looking at a 3-color option. So, looking at this, how many different ways can I do this? Well, I can have all right, so right here, I have 4 different possible colors I can use in my, hold on one second. So sometimes in a school you have to stop what you're doing and deal with something else, and that's okay. All right, so here's the thing. We can have 4 different options that go into our doubled square, where we have 4 R's and 4 R's. And that means we can have 3 options here and 2 options here. 4 times 3 times 2 is 24. So there are 24 options, or it would seem that there are 24 options. But here's the thing. I can use the same basic pattern, except I can actually switch the block colors. So I could go R, 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 R. So that would double the amount of possibilities. So if I have 24, well, then I can switch those blocks. So that means I have 48 total options. All right. So are there any other ways to do 3 colors? Not really. All right, so then the next option is 2 colors. All right. So I'm going to duplicate this. And so keeps getting smaller and smaller, right? So I'm going to bring it over here. So here are my 2 color options. So we have 2 colors. All right, so in that case, it's a classic checkerboard: red, 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 and blue, blue, blue. This is kind of what it would look like. All right, so how many different options can we make out of this? Well, wait a second. We only have two colors instead of the 4 that we had over here. Well, that's just going to give me half the options that I had here, right? So that means we have 12 total options. Now, it'd be really tempting at this point to say, okay, we're done. We have all the options, but I can't help but think there might be another way to have 2 colors. And in fact, there is. Here's how it would work. So what I could do is I could actually go with this. I could section out that piece right there, right? And then once I do that, then I could go with something that looked like this. I could go, and remember, 2 color option, red, 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 red. And that would put blues all the way around the ring. Okay, well, if I had 12 different options with 2 colors before, I would have 12 more options with 2 colors here. So that is a total of another 12. So 12 plus 12 plus 24 plus 48 is a total of 96 different ways. And to be honest with you, that's the one that I forgot about. But luckily, I went back and figured it out. All right, so there you go. That's the whole target round from 2021 chapter. I hope that was helpful.